he said to me, "What could I do to make you happy and keep you here?"
One of a Kind with Rob Van Dam is recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Another question or some topic I stumbled across was people taking to social media in AEW if they're not utilized on television as much as they want to. There's a couple of talents there. Apparently, Queen Amanada, she just put something on X that said, "I'm going to put this out there, cough, cough, TK. I need more promo time and would love to be in the mixed tag matches." She mentions Tony Khan. She referenced Tony Khan. "I need more promo time and would love to be in the mixed tag matches." And then Deonna Purrazzo added underneath that tweet, "Sign me up too." I was trying to correlate that maybe with your days, whether that's in WWE or in ECW. Like, did you ever feel the need to go to Paul or Vince or anything like that and figure that we talked about you were worried about being oversaturated, but were there times where you felt you needed to be used more and you had to go to Vince or to Paul and be like, "Hey, I would like to do more of this. Could you put me in that situation?" Like, did you express that to Paul or Vince at times?
But anyway, is it going to them or is it going to the social media world?
That's it. It's going to. The thing is they're expressing their desire to get more time to the world. So in social media, it's going to social media. But obviously, I'm sure it might hit Tony Khan's radar because maybe they aren't connecting with him directly during the shows or something. That's the only thing I can kind of.
It sounds crazy, but maybe that's appropriate by social media age standards. You know, we didn't have that back in the day. Did we have? No, we didn't even have like Twitter till
No.
I think it was like 2000 or the early 2000s
when it was 2000. Twitter really took off, I think, like 2009 or so.
Oh, so yeah, because I remember when I was in TNA one time when I was just starting to use it, and I think they opened up the account actually, TNA.
Wow.
Yeah, for a bunch of us that didn't already have it, and I wouldn't have got one, but that was 2010 when I started with them, and so that makes sense. But I didn't know anything about it. I remember thinking fan accounts were the actual celebrities, you know. Oh my God, this gorgeous model is writing me. Holy crap, you know, like not realizing it was a fan of hers or whatever. But I don't think so, dude. I can't imagine going to Vince or going to Paul and saying, "Hey, quite the opposite. Not use me more." When I got my first contract with ECW, this would have been 98, and could have been 97, but I think it was 98, 97, 98. And it was during that whole Mr. Monday Night thing where we were invading Raw. RVD gets offered a job from WCW. Eric Bischoff, the internet. So we know the internet was there then. Wait, what year did I say it was? No, I'm confused.
Well, 97.
So, but that doesn't mean Twitter was there, but the internet was there because we had the smart marks. I mean, the first time I went to ECW, the smart marks were the ones. Oh, but they also read the printouts back then
they read the dirt sheets back then. Yeah.
Well, anyway, whatever the smart marks were reading, everybody said RVD's going to WCW because that's what the ECW stars were doing back then, was leaving for greener pastures, more money, exposure. And I had an offer. And at the same time, we have our first ECW pay-per-view, and I'm stoked, excited for the company, except for I'm not on it, so I'm offended. And I'm thinking, shit, maybe I should leave. You know, I mean, Paul doesn't seem like he's trying too hard to keep me here by not booking me on the first chance he has to show the world what ECW is about. No, fuck that. That's bullshit. And so Paul had a meeting with me, and this was before the Lance Storm match at Barely Legal. And he said to me, "What can I do to make you happy and keep you here? Ultimately, what is it that you want? What would make RVD happy?" And this is why it's relevant to what we're talking about here. The question, I said, I want to work less and make more money. Boom. So I knew that way back then in 97, because, yeah, that's when I did the invasion angle, was 97, and wrestled the young Jeff Hardy. So way back then, my first matches were in 90. By 97, I already knew I want to work less and make more money. Ultimately, that's what's going to make me happy, because I've been working my balls off and not quite, able to afford the big Hollywood superstar lifestyle that I wanted. So unlike a lot of wrestlers, unlike Sabu, who would have just said he wants a chance to wrestle more. That's what he would have said. He wants to wrestle every day, wants the openings and opportunity to be able to wrestle for other people when the schedule permits and he's able to. And he would have got more money by working twice as hard for it. And that's just more where his mind was compared to where mine was. Even at that stage where I was just starting to get a brain of my own, because prior to right then, I was just a soldier for Sabu. Whatever he said, I would have done. If he would have said, "Go up there and kick Paul in the nuts," I would have just went up there and said, "Sorry, man, Sabu said to do this." Bam! I would have fucking done it. It was after that I started realizing, well, some of my thoughts and feelings are a little different than Sabu's. So, then I started peeling off into more of having my own identity. And during that time, we were working against each other a lot too. So that was like really super cool to develop both with and apart from being his symbiotic creature.
Wow, how about that? That's cool. Hey, it's Dominic D'Angelo of RVDTV.com, one of a kind with RVD, and there's one of a kind deodorant you should be using, and that is Mando. Yes, I was just at an independent wrestling show, IWC, in Pittsburgh here, and I remember just sweating. I was sweating like crazy. It wasn't crazy hot, but I was sweating enough to know, hey, I need a little Mando. Thankfully, my brother, he had an extra stick in his duffel bag, and I was happy to have it. And you're going to be happy to have it here too. My favorite is the Mount Fuji, but I also really like the bourbon leather. And this is the bourbon leather right here. An expert tip, I stick this baby in the fridge, and right before I go out, boom, I slap this on. Feel great, and you feel confident too, and you smell great too. Another great product here is the deodorant spray. This is the Mount Fuji deodorant spray, and I tell you what, whenever you're really, really in a tight spot and you feel like you need a little spray down here, this is perfect to get out there, get going, and not worry about what your musk is out and about. So we at RVDTV.com, at One of a Kind with RVD, have a special deal for our listeners. That is correct. Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, this right here, cream tube deodorant as well, and then 2 free products of your choice, like the mini body wash and the deodorant wipes. I also recommend the deodorant wipes. Those are great too. Plus, you get free shipping. As a special offer for our listeners, new customers get 20% off site-wide with our exclusive code. Use code RVD at shopmando.com for 20% off site-wide plus free shipping. SHOPMANDO.com. Please support our show and tell them that One of a Kind with RVD sent you. Mando's got you covered with deodorant plus sweat control. Say goodbye to sweat stains and hello to long-lasting freshness.